Sorry we can't be with you in person at the Global Wellness Summit, but we're very happy to be with you virtually. I'm Alexia Brue, co-founder of Well and Good and proud board member of Wellness in the Schools. I'm thrilled to be here with Nancy Easton, the founder and executive director of Wellness in the Schools. For the past 15 years, Wellness in the Schools has been working toward the bold mission of ending childhood obesity. They do incredible work bringing nutrition and fitness education into over 200 schools. Nancy is also the driving force behind the just launched Scratchworks movement. Nancy, can you please share the impetus for starting Scratchworks and a little bit more about the organization?
Sure. Thank you, Alexia. So Wellness in the Schools was founded 15 years ago. And, the work is rooted on the ground. It's working district by district, school by school. We work side by side with school cooks. We create new scratch cooked recipes, train the cooks on implementing those recipes, and then market those recipes to the community through demos, through cooking classes, through tasting, so that kids will love and eat more healthy scratch cooked meals. The work is, as I said, on the ground. It's messy. It's often 3 steps forward and then 4 steps back. It's incremental change. And we are driving towards systemic change, but not one organization can do this alone. And that was the impetus for starting Scratchworks, to bring together a collective of individuals working in school meals, organizations working in school meals, and working towards primarily scratch cooked meals. The organization is driven by and for food service directors, those operators who are working in the system. So essentially, we're working in the system to create systemic change in a more efficient and effective way.
And I love the collective nature and this dream team of organizations that you've assembled. Can you share a little bit more about who's part of Scratchworks?
Sure. As I said, it's for and by food service directors. And we really are working, the founding members are the most innovative and progressive leaders in this space, from Austin, Texas, Boulder, Colorado, Minneapolis, Minnesota, New York City, Washington, D.C., and Arlington, Virginia. So those 6 founding districts are working together with nonprofits like Wellness in the Schools, the Chef Ann Foundation, Whole Kids Foundation, and the Lifetime Foundation. But we are simply the facilitators of this great work, driven by the collective experience, the collective wisdom, and the collective energy of these forward-thinking food service directors. So the idea is that we're really building a trade organization, but with that singular focus, not just around school meals, at large, but that singular focus of school meals that are prepared from whole, fresh ingredients, cooking from scratch. We have a trade organization. We'll have an annual gathering. There'll be a mentorship program and a whole database of resources that are updated regularly.
And Nancy, you're launching Scratchworks at a really unique moment after 4 years of a Trump administration in the middle of a pandemic. Can you share a little bit of context around the school lunch climate and the urgency of Scratchworks in this moment?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's such an important time to launch this work. What's become really clear in the context of this crisis is how important our health is, number one, and how important food access is. But not just food access, but ensuring that policies are in place so that people across America can have access to nutritious food, right? And so our first effort with Scratchworks is actually to work alongside an advocacy partner to push for legislation on federal levels, state levels, local levels that will benefit these school food programs who want to prepare meals from whole, fresh ingredients, but who have many, many barriers in place. And as you implied, the last 4 years of an administration have not been great for us, and certainly coming out of a pandemic or in a pandemic where children are not in school, and therefore they're going to just pick up a packaged processed meal. So we're going to be 10 steps behind. And the Obama administration, with the leadership of our First Lady at the time, really raised the bar for nutrition standards, more whole grains, more fruits and vegetables, less salt, less sugar. She even built a garden on the White House lawn and invited children to come harvest. that garden, and that is no longer there. Food is now packaged with the pandemic. So it's a really important time to be launching, and the goal really is that we're creating a tipping point, that it's not just the innovation of a few who are cooking fresh meals for children, but that this is the norm, because it shouldn't be a privilege. You in this room know more than anyone the importance of real food and what processed packaged meals have done for our country's health, our children's health, their educational outcomes, and their well-being.
Nancy, thank you so much for the incredibly important work you do. And if people want to learn more about Scratchworks and get involved, where can they go?
To our newly launched website, wearescratchworks.org. Please sign up for our newsletter. And we're new, so we're looking for layers of support. Let us know how you can help.
Nancy, thank you again. And to all of you at the Global Wellness Summit, thank you for letting us share Scratchworks with you.